Welcome student. Let's start our new topic, that is regulation of gene expression. And in this topic we are going to study how a particular kind of gene act or function. So all the genes are not constantly needed, means there are different kinds of gene are present in our body. Obviously particular gene act on a particular part of time, means according to need they produce a particular kind of protein. Always they do not need to produce a particular kind of protein, because these proteins are not required to be produced every time. Understood? So the gene needed only some time are called regulatory genes. So those genes that produce a particular kind of protein on the presence of particular substances, means they regulate the process of formation of protein, and they are made to function only when required and remain non-functional, means according to need they produce a particular protein, and if there is a no need they do not produce a particular kind of protein, and they are remain functionless. Such regulated genes therefore required to be switched on and switch off, means according to their need they switch on and get activated and produce protein, and when they are not in need they do not produce protein, then at that time they switch off. So they regulate the process of formation of protein, means they regulate the process of their expression. So they are called regulatory genes. Relax. In your book this figure has been given. I do not say you to not understand these things. Obviously I am trying to make it much easy so that you can understand it. So I have given one more diagram over here which make you understand all these things very clearly over here. Okay, so this is a piece of gene. This is a piece of gene. Yes. So there are different kinds of genes that are present over here. Just see. First it is the 3' site, 3' end, and this is the 5' end. Point to be noted. Okay. So the first gene that is present is regulatory genes, means it's regulate the process of formation of particular kind of protein. Understood? So a protein should switch on or switch off will be regulated by this part, means this piece of gene. Understood? Next, another, this is the promoter. This site is the promoter, and the promoter promote the process of formation of particular kind of gene. So it help or proceed the process to carry on. Next, this is the operator, means from here the operation or the formation will start until this operator system, or you can say operated part, will not bounded by any kind. They will not, if they are get bind with repressor they will not act, and if there is no any kind of foundation they start forming a particular kind of protein. Now the last thing comes over here. There are 3 genes, you can see gene number 1, gene number 2, gene number 3. The first gene is called gene X, second gene is called gene Y, and the third gene is called gene A, and these are called structural genes. These are the important genes, and these genes produce 3 different kinds of enzymes: beta galactosidase permease, and one acetyl. See, 3 different kinds of protein is produced. It is given over here in your figure. See over here. So trans acetyl. See, first Z, Y, A. So from Z, these are the 3 structural genes. From Z, beta galactosidase is produced. From Y, permease means beta galactosidase permease is produced, a kind of enzyme, and it is transacetylase. It is the third number enzyme. So these three different enzymes are produced by these structural gene, and this structural gene is also named as lac mRNA, means it is a part of lac operon. So this all together structure is called lac operon, and it is remember that it is very important to learn and draw. Okay, so what have you seen? There are, first is regulator genes, promoter genes, operator genes, and structural genes. First three initiate the process. Either the process should started or not started will be managed by first three, and the third three only produce a particular kind of enzyme when they start it. Okay, let's study. You'll understand the whole phenomenon very well. So lactose means, suppose it is a E. coli bacteria, and inside the E. coli bacteria there is a, obviously there is a, you can say, circular DNA, and it is the part which is called lac operon. It is a part which is called lac operon. Lac operon is a part which operate the formation of particular kind of enzyme. Try to understand very clearly. This is a E. coli bacteria. Inside the E. coli bacteria there is a circular DNA. Inside the DNA there are so many genes. This part is the gene of the gene is called lac operon. This lac operon helps in the formation of enzyme that helps in the digestion of lactose. Understood? So when the lactose will enter into the body of E. coli, at that time the lac operon get activated. But if there is no lactose is there, the lac operon will remain inactive, or you can say switched off. Understood? When the lactose enter into the E. coli, this part of the DNA, that is lac operon or lac operating part of the DNA, get activated and produce the three kinds of enzyme according to arranged in the structural gene, and these enzymes obviously help in the digestion of lactose. So it is the phenomenon that they will continue the process of formation of enzyme until the lactose will present over there. When the lactose remain, obviously lactose has been finished, at that time lac operon obviously stop forming the particular kind of enzyme and get stop the procedure, or you can say process. Understood? Means they become switched off. Let us start in detail. So what happens? First of all, see over here, lactose or lac operon of E. coli is inducible operon, means it can operate when get induced by lactose. Understood? When lactose is induced inside the E. coli, they start forming a particular kind of enzyme. So it is inducible operon. The operon is switched on when chemical inducer lactose is present in the medium. Hope you understood these things. So let us start understanding that all process how the lac operon works. So lac operon consists the following part. First is regulatory gene. This regulatory gene is also called repressor genes. It represses the process of formation of enzyme until the inducer is absent. Means inducer means lactose is absent. When the lactose is absent, the regulatory genes get activated and produce the repressors or repressin, and this repressin stop the process of formation of protein. Next, promoter gene, after that operator gene, after that there is a structural gene, and there is a inducer. What is the inducer? Yes, lactose is the inducer. Let's study all the things in very simple way that you make you understand. So again, just see over here, regulatory genes. Regulatory genes produce a particular kind of mRNA, and this mRNA helps in the formation of repressor, and this repressor get attached with the operator and block it. And when the operator block, obviously no structural gene can get activated, and then a structural gene cannot able to produce a particular kind of enzyme. Again, once again, let's study. It is totally is a lac operon. Understood? So this part at the 3' end, the first gene that is present is regulatory genes. These regulatory genes produce a kind of mRNA that is 5' to 3', and this mRNA produce a particular kind of protein that is called repressor or repressin, and this repressin get bind with the operator, and when the operator get binded, it do not allow the structural genes to produce a particular kind of protein. So a structural gene cannot able to produce it. Yes. Now see what would happen if there is a inducer present. See, just wait and see it. See, this is the wait, yeah, now this is the regulatory genes. Regulatory genes produce a particular kind of mRNA. Genes are the part of DNA, remember this. It is a part of DNA, and from DNA RNA is produced. It is a part of RNA, okay, and from RNA protein is produced. Central dogma: DNA forms RNA, RNA forms protein. So regulatory genes produce a particular kind of mRNA, and this mRNA produce a repressor. But there is an inducer. This yellow thing, the yellow colored thing that you are seeing over here, is a inducer, that is lactose, and the lactose get bind the repressor or repressin. That's why it cannot able to block the operator. They cannot, means the repressor cannot able to block the operator, and that's why the operator become very free, and due to being a free, the promoter allow the operator to form the structural gene. So the 3 gene, that is ZYA, produce a particular kind of mRNA. ZYA, both the 3 together forms a particular kind of mRNA. On the basis of this mRNA, the 3 different protein is produced, that is beta galactosidase 1, beta galactosidase permease 2, and third number trans-acetyl. So 3 different kinds of enzymes are produced, and these 3 kinds of enzymes help in the breaking down of this lactose which you are seeing over here, and they break and break down it and help in the digestion, and until they continue the process until it present, means they continue the process till all the molecules of inducer, that is lactose, is present. When the lactose get finished, the repressor cannot get bind with the lactose, and the repressor obviously go and stop the operator to work and make switch off the total phenomenon. Hope you understood these things. So role of lactose. Have you understood this phenomenon very clearly? So let us study each and every topic very clearly. We were at this side. No, sorry. Now the first topic that I am going to start, regulatory genes. These genes control the operator gene in cooperate with inducer present in the cytoplasm. So if the inducer is present, regulatory gene become inactive, and if the inducer is not present, regulatory gene produce the repressor. So regulatory gene precede to the promoter, means it presents just before the promoter on the toward the 3' end, and it may not be present immediately adjacent to the operator gene. Regulatory gene produce a particular kind of protein called repressor. I already explained you. And the repressor bind with the operator gene, and repress means it stops its action, and that's why it is called regulate the process of formation of particular kind of protein. It's called regulator protein. Understood? Next, the 2 number is called promoter. See the second topic, promoter over here. So what is the function of promoter? Let's see. It precedes the operator, means it's present just before the operator. First regulator, then promoter, then it is present adjacent to the operator. The promoter gene mark at the site at which RNA polymerase enzyme bind. It help in the production of mRNA. Understood? By which the protein forms. So it promotes the phenomenon of production of protein. When the operator gene is turned on, the enzyme moves from operator gene and transcription of the structural gene start. Means it promotes the phenomenon of formation of mRNA by the structural gene. Understood? Next, promoter gene base sequence determine which strand act as a template. Means promoter gene, promoter help in the particular formation of particular kind of promoter gene base sequence determine, means it is the base sequence which determine which part of the DNA act as a template. Hope you understand these things. Next, operator gene. It precedes the structural genes, means before structural gene, operator gene present. And what is the function? It controls the process of structural gene, means structural gene will produce the particular kind of mRNA, but operator operate the phenomenon. Understood? So it controls the functioning of structural gene. It lies adjacent to the structural gene. So promoter promote it, operator operate the phenomenon. Understood? When the operator gene is turned on by the inducer, the structural gene produce mRNA. Structural gene ZYE. You see? So structural gene over here. When lactose is added, like lactose is the inducer which start the formation of mRNA of the structural gene. The structural gene catalyze mRNA, which in turn produce a polypeptide or the ribosome. So the polypeptide means protein, act as enzyme to catalyze the lactose. So that enzyme help in the digestion of lactose. There are 3 structural genes, Z, Y and A. Y is not written over here. Z, Y and A. Next, the enzyme produced are beta galactosidase. It is not B, beta. Okay, beta galactosidase, beta galactoside permease and trans-acetyl respectively. So there are 3 different kinds of enzyme produced by the structural gene. Who is the inducer? Inducer is the chemical in the cytoplasm which inactivate the repressor. Means repressor get inactivated by the presence of inducer. When like operand is switched on, the inducer join with the repressor protein and preventing of binding of the operator gene. Means I have already explained. So the operator gene is free, and now new enzyme RNA polymerase can move from promoter genes to the operator genes. Yeah, I think you have understood this phenomenon totally. Next, role of lactose. What is the role of lactose? Lactose, the few molecule of lactose enter into the cell by an enzyme permease. Suppose there is a cell, so how can the lactose enter? Lactose enter with the help of certain protein that present in the cell membrane, and the name of the cell protein is permease. Means there is a small amount of permease that present in the cell membrane that allow the lactose to enter into the cell or cytoplasm. A few molecule of lactose act as an inducer and bind repressor. Means repressor is stopped binding, and this repressor induce complex field to join the operator, and which then turned on. Means when the repressor get binded, operator get activated, and obviously it start forming the mRNA, and this mRNA obviously forms the different kinds of protein. So structure gene are repressed and inactivated. Hope you understood these things very well. So complete the work, do the homework, send it to me. If you are not understanding, I am always ready to help you. Okay, so bye bye.